Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19. Today it is time for the start of the quarter-final of this year's Kaspersky RIGA Masters, the first tournament of the season. This is the furthest we've ever got to in the RIGA Masters. Our previous best was the last 16, last year. And last year we got knocked out by this man, Kyron Wilson. And this year, we face him a round later in the last 8, hoping to avenge last year's defeat and get ourselves into the last 4 and give ourselves a real chance of potential victory in this tournament. But there's a long way to go before we reach that just yet. It's part 4 of the new season and a poignant moment today as we celebrate episode 200 of the Neil Robertson Pro career. It's been a big journey, and even though this will be the final season of the career mode, there is still a long way to go yet. So, before we get into this match, let's have a quick look at the matchup history between ourselves and the Warrior, Kyron Wilson. Now, we've played 4 matches against him, and the matchup history suggests that it is 2 each in terms of the matches. He beat us, as I said, in the Riga Masters last year by 3 frames to 1, but the last match we played against Kyron, we beat him in the last 16 of the China Open last year by 5 frames to 3. And I've had a mental block where we got knocked out of that China Open. I think it might well have been the quarter-final. I'm sure it was the quarter-final. I don't think it was the semis. But as you can see, in Season 1 we played him twice. Didn't play him at all in Season 2, but we have played him in this even number of a season. But in the first season, to be honest, that first match, it was our first big match we played of the entire career mode. I think it was sort of episode 8 or 9. So we got beat in best of 5, no real surprise there. But in the quarter-final of the International Championship of Season 1, we beat him in a decider by 3 frames to 2. We got to the final of that event, being beaten in the end by Judd Trump. But here we go then for the start of this match. It's a quarter-final, best of 7 frames. We will play the first 4 frames in today's episode. And if it goes the same as it did against Bracel, it'll be quite a short one. But I can't see it being as easy as that if we are to be the victors of today's match. That was just a freak episode against Bracel. We took a 2-frame lead, and Bracel obviously didn't help himself by losing the 3rd frame by the free misrule, and as soon as you get to that level, it's pretty tricky to bring it back. But I think the key is, highlighted by that match, is to make a good start. Obviously, the minimum requirement here is for us to look to draw this mini chess session at 2 frames each, so we give ourselves a good chance going into the last session. But anything better would be very nice indeed. So it's Kyron Wilson's break then for the first of a 7 possible frames, and that is an absolutely disastrous start. Wow. Wow. Well, you would think in some ways that we've got this on easy difficulty, but I can trust you we haven't. Well, I can trust you, you need to trust me, but yeah, trust me, I haven't. But that is a dreadful start. I've seen it once, it going off from the break-off, and that was a few matches ago, and I can't remember who it was. It might have been, yeah. Name escapes me, Anthony Hamilton. But I've certainly never seen it from a top 16 player. That was a shocker of a start. But I'm not going to complain. It gives us a good route into this frame straight away without having to do any work at all. But obviously the hard work does start now. Got to make a good break from this position. Which, given our match against Bracel, I think we're capable of doing. We're not in our best form. We're not playing brilliantly, but, well, we're beating our opponents, so we can't be playing that badly. And it's definitely a positive to have started this season well. We never do too well at the Riga Masters. I think it's been a bit of an aftershock after the World Championships, but this year, at least so far, it's gone well. Which is brilliant news. I think we're going to struggle to get on anything here, so it's an all-round-the-table job. Blue's there. Didn't want that to happen. Didn't want that to happen at all, but we might still be okay, actually. This red that hangs out from the pack might still be potable. No, it's not, because of that yellow being there. If the yellow wasn't there, it would have been a fairly easy pot. But as it turns out, because we hit the yellow in quite possibly the worst way, pretty much full ball, we have to give up the break and go back to square one if you like, but no big harm done. We're not going to leave anything on here, I don't think, and it'll just be a safety battle. But at least we've got our eye in, potted a few balls, But no, this one is available, but it doesn't take it on, just takes on the safety. Might have just been the safety that was available, actually, maybe not the pot.
He's played that very well.
Just going to play the careful safety, but, well, we've done this time and time again now. It's something that's really letting our game down. We're hitting it too hard. You know, we're hitting the cue ball too hard when we're going for thin shots, and as a result, we're actually missing the balls. That's something we really need to stamp out of our game, because in tight frames, it genuinely could make a difference, and it's just creeping into our game a bit too often.
Building up to be a really interesting test of their safety skills.
But there, we'll get away with it because we've hit it a little bit thicker, but again, in general, we need to make our accuracy a lot better. Need to start making these shots, or else we're going to start conceding points that we don't need to concede. But at the moment in this frame, that there's no worry. But that didn't go as Kyron Wilson wanted. Really didn't. So we win the safety battle. Although a little bit like that first chance we got at a break, we didn't need to do too much to give ourselves a chance, to be brutally honest. Well, this is a good chance. There's 3 or 4 reds at least, which are possible from here.
Well,
still got to make it count, though. Well, the same old story. We're over-hitting shots. That's our problem. So, does make this a very awkward shot, actually. Gonna have to rely on the pink not going into the middle pocket. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. We had to hit that with pace just to get out of there, but the position's not great still. I think we take on the blue here. Just go for the red down the table, but it's a risk with potentially going into the corner pocket here. Didn't want to hit it with too much pace, that's why we were a bit more reserved than perhaps we should have been. But these aren't too bad in game. In real life, you know, I'd never suggest anyone takes it on. But in the game, they're not too bad. Yeah, good pot.
13.
Still recovering from the few shots that we played. Still trying to get back into things. That red does go. Yes, it does. That's okay then. Got to pot the blue though first. Just check that it's okay. Pretty sure that we're okay with that. Nice pot. Good position as well.
18.
And this is a half decent chance, if not a very good chance, to go and win frame 1. Got to retain our composure. Very much ideally we'd like to do it in this visit.
Well played.
Don't want to make this any harder than it has to be. Might open up the reds here. If we miss them, it's not really a problem. Yeah, we do. Thought we might have done. But I know we needed some power anyway, so we achieved effectively what we wanted to achieve there.
26.
Always think using the blue ball gives you a bit more flexibility. It's a tough pot over long range, but I'm fairly confident we should be okay.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
Yep, good pot.
That's
a good shot, that is.
31.
So pink will go from here. As always, just got to retain the position, get the position right, and then it makes things far easier for us. Ah, that red does go. Interesting. Just going to be a bit close to it, that's all. Ah, it's overran. Oh, we didn't want that.
38.
Again, it's just the whole accuracy stakes, isn't it? That's your problem sometimes. So we're going to have to hit this as thin as possible to try and not cause too much damage, i.e. opening up the balls, and that looks a pretty good shot to me. Yep, it's achieved its aim. Again, we're not being as clinical as we want to, but
Robertson.
At the end of the day, we're not doing too badly. We're 58 ahead, 75 left in the table. We're nearly there in this frame, but Kyron's not completely out of it just yet. But a good pot here would pretty much finish it off. Risky one to take on.
Not easy.
But it's there. Cracking shot. Played it as a shot to nothing, of course, to avoid leaving anything on if we missed it. But we now lead by 59. There's 68 left on the table. I don't know whether to play the safe shot here, if you like, and get behind a colour, or just go for the yellow. I think I'm going to go for the yellow. Again, it's just a policy of making sure, really, that we win this frame. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, if he gets out of a snooker, that's out of our control. But a good pot on the yellow. We'll need the red and the colour. Will we? No, we won't. We'll just need the red, I think, here. Yes, we will. Yeah. Just the red needed. Like to get the colour, though, just to make sure. So we're lining ourselves up for the pink. And a good pot. And that should be the opening frame to us. It's always a good place to start. I know it sounds silly and academic, but with any match, you don't seriously get comfortable till you take a frame. And that red is going eerily close to the pocket, but it's okay. It was a good split, actually. We've opened up pretty much everything. So we can be happy with that. And again, we might as well try and clear the table, get a bit of practice in here and try and torment Kyron a little bit.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
But obviously with the 4-0 victory over Brussels, we have got 5 frames in a row now. And obviously with the Donaldson victory, we've got 6 frames in a row. I swear to God, I keep saying, I don't know why I've got this fixation in my head that we beat Scott Donaldson. It was Jimmy Robertson. Every time I think about that match, well, we beat Scott Donaldson. No, we didn't. We beat Jimmy Robertson, and goodness knows why I keep getting those two mixed up. Really, no idea. But our cue action doesn't look too bad, actually, today. Obviously, the most important part of anybody's game. Anybody who's listened to Ronnie would know that. Can't believe that's nearly 2 months ago now. Crazy.
26.
Yeah, not well positioned for the red, so we're going to have to take the pink on and use a bit of backspin to get on this red. Again, not really a matter of life and death. We've won the frame.
Well, an excellent pot.
Just playing for exhibition now and to get a bit of practice in.
32.
Looking to run this along the cushion.
But obviously not a single pot registered for Kyron in that first frame.
33.
Again, it's all about getting momentum, particularly in these matches that aren't long at all. Really important to get yourself into the game and comfortable,
He's playing the pot here.
or else you can have a problem.
Nicely
Good
done.
pot on the pink. Use the cushion to our advantage. This has been played pretty well. I'm quite happy with that shot. We're usually pretty poor at using the cushions,
39.
but that was a nice shot. Still not an easy one here, but again, we'll keep Kyron in his seat. No reason why we have to say, well, frame over. Usually we would, but I just think it's a good opportunity just to get comfortable. There's no point getting the last red, having the frame over, and then playing something stupid in the next frame. This just gives us a bit of confidence that everything's up to scratch, that we've got no problems with our game today. And I think that based on how we've played in this first frame, we're looking okay.
Overhit this.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
So blue's there. Good position on the pink. Obviously, this is where we missed out in the World Championship.
53.
We'd got the balls at our mercy, and, well, it was to the opposite corner pocket, to be fair, but we didn't play the cue ball hard enough to get a comfortable position on the pink. And that was why we went out of the Worlds. But that's a story from last year now. As I said, we're not going to dwell on that too much. But with that black, we make a clearance and win the frame. A good start for us. I'm very happy with that.
66.
We've really come into our own in this tournament since the last 16. We struggled in the early 2 rounds, and I think I've found that in a few tournaments in the past, i.e. the Gibraltar Open last year. We struggled in the first few rounds. I even came back, as with this tournament, for the last 64 against Tepcharo New. I thought we might have been out in that match. Played against him fairly well, and Didn't do all that well in the first few rounds, but then really came into our own in the last few rounds. So this is looking positive at the moment, but still, as I said, a long way to go. So obviously it was our break in that frame. It was nearly 15 minutes ago now, but if you cast your mind back to the last frame, at least our break off was a little bit better than the one that was seen in the first frame. When Kyron went in off with a cue ball. Not very often that happens in a break off, surely.
This is a tricky safety.
I don't think it's that bad of a safety. I don't think it was extraordinarily tricky. I did think, is he playing something a bit fancy? But no. That's more like it with our shot accuracy. I'm happy with that. Just a bit of a shame that the shot's not quite the best. We've hit the middle jaw, and he's now got a chance. Quite an aggressive shot to take on this.
That's an excellent opening red.
But as you can see, it's worked for him. If he'd have missed that, he'd have left all the balls on.
7.
He'd have left all the balls on whether he potted it or not, but it depends, of course, whether it's on for him or for us. But that red, you know, it had to drop in. It was a tricky shot. That's a very good pot on the black, although played with a bit of safety in mind there.
Challenging pot along the cushion.
So he's forced to play this one along the cushion, and it's a beautiful pot, a brilliant recovery shot from there. Outstanding stuff. Not ideal with the blue, though. Being knocked off its spots. He's having to play the brown again. Not quite got the cue ball on a string here.
Very well here.
20.
But he's got enough balls at his disposal that that's okay. Once again, not the best shot. Can he just get to the black? No, he can't. He's playing the pink from here. Well, that's a bold shot, and he plays it brilliantly. Excellent shot.
Couldn't have played that any better.
He's taking some risks here, but they seem to be working out for him at the moment. No complaints.
28.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Yeah, he's hitting with these with some power, but a tricky pot to come now. He's hit the brown, so hasn't got the momentum he'd have liked on the cue ball. He might choose to play a safety. Nope, picks the pot. That's fair enough, but where's the black ball going? Oof, he's a lucky boy.
32.
And I think he can see that black to knock in. No, he can't.
Really doesn't want to overhit this.
So he's having to play the safety. He must have snookered himself then, but it's not the best escape whatsoever, so Kyron will be very frustrated with that.
Power.
He got a great opportunity, and certainly an opportunity to get a frame-winning break together, but alas, didn't happen for him. Not going to pot that black there. I just think that it's fraught with risk, particularly at this early stage. But obviously, if you look at it, the balls only go to that pocket that are on the table, at least. So it's a bit of you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Suppose if we pot this, play with a bit of power, then we've got a chance. But that wasn't great. Thought it might have moved over a bit more, the cue ball. So that's not ideal at all.
Pace will be very important.
So, safety shot for us now. Hoping for a bit of help from the bulk colours. And I'll tell you what, the way this is bounced off the cushion, we might be getting that from the yellow, and that
Robertson
is a good shot. Not quite got the snooker, but we've not left any pot on, and that's the most important thing. Oh, very nearly hits the black there, but what's he played here? I tell you what, it's not worked out to be a bad safety in the end. A very risky shot, though. Very risky shot. So, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea just to get him back to where we are. Can't see any potting opportunity, so surely he won't be able to either. And where that red's ended up, there's no risk, so good shot. Good sensible shot. So he's playing this back up to bulk. He's tapped the green. Ooh, he's left a tempter here. It's a long one, but it's a tempter.
This is no gimme.
Not easy. But pick that one out.
1.
As I said, he tempted us. And a cracking pot there. Issue is now there isn't a lot more left on the table for us to go at. The majority of the reds, apart from this free one, are tied up with one another. So we're going to have to make our own chances rather than just pop balls and run the cue ball around the table. And not the best shot there. So this might be a safety shot. I think that might be our best idea, to be quite honest. By the way, we weren't looking to get it behind the blue. We were looking to get it by the yellow. And that's a good shot. Is he going to play a plant here? No, just the safety. And again, it's a poor shot from Kyron. Really is. Leaves a straight pot on. I saw that straight away and well, yeah. Strange. Strange shot. But again, we get a good opportunity here. We've got good position on the pink. There's certainly one red that is free to go. And I think if we play this pink at the right angle, we should be able to open up a few more. Yep, pink's there. We've opened up a few reds. We just need a bit of luck with where the cue ball ends up here. And we do. This red will go. And that opens up the frame massively in our favour. It's just interesting, isn't it, when you start to play well, your opponents make mistakes. Funny that. You know, I'm sitting here thinking, Christ, I can't believe the mistakes that Kyron's made. But when you put it into perspective, you think, well, here's the glitch. That wonderful glitch. There is a glitch in the game on the new patch that I did see a few people complain about, and I've seen it for the first time there. If you go back to the TV cam and then try and take your shot, it doesn't work. So you have to reload into the game. I don't think it's going to make any difference. Should be able to jump right in. Take a swig of me drink while we have a bit of an intermission. Just pretend there's a fly on the table or whatever, just for a bit of realism. But this is a good chance. I just hope that halt doesn't break our momentum. There we go, no problems there. But problem is I'm going to have to probably zoom out again here. I'm looking at our angle, you see. Yeah, I suppose if we play with a bit of side, we give ourselves more of a chance. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Going for the left centre here.
Yeah, good shot. Bit more flexibility to play this red. Didn't really want to play the one on the cushion. Didn't really fancy that. So we'll take on the pink again. We've got a bit more flexibility though with position this time, because we can play cue ball back towards this cushion, although it's not the best. It's not ideal, but should be okay.
What a top shot that is.
I just think we're playing more sensible snooker. We're thinking about our shots. We're not just going headlong into it and not really giving a toss. I think that the way we're playing, it's promising. Just tap this in, hope the cue ball slowed down enough. Yep, that's fine. I'll take that. Problem is, we are right by the cush, so up and down the table, I suppose, here then. Can't see us being on a red, truth be told.
That's an unforced error.
But you never know. No, not on a red. And look at where the cue ball has ended. Can you get your breath, as Dennis Taylor would say. Wow. Quite unbelievable. You try and play a positive shot, and it ends up like that. This is a big opportunity for Kyron, to be fair, now, if he can get into this. I think we can possibly get to the red. Problem is, we've got to hit it hard enough to get back up to bulk. If we hit it straight on, I suppose we might not leave a chance. Nope, we hit the pink, so that's a disaster. And this is now a chance for Kyron Wilson.
Well, it was a really hard shot, and it hasn't worked out for him at all.
I mean, we should have just played the safety there, but you get a bit greedy, don't you? Sometimes it's understandable.
Wilson, 6.
And if you can steal the frame from here, then that is a bit frustrating. That's poor position though. I think he'll still pot this. Yeah, he does. So just the colours to go.
Shot. Well played.
He's queuing extremely well here.
And this would be a steal.
6.
Oh, good
Not
shot.
really intended.
These yellows aren't easy though. No, he's just playing the safety on it. I don't blame him, but again, it's a poor safety. His safety has really been off the mark. It's been nothing short of really poor today. It's usually our safety, which is
Not an easy one.
criticised.
but half chance.
Good shot.
What a tremendous
The
pot.
problem is with the green bee being booed off its spot, it just makes it that much harder to pot this. Use the black as a slowing down mechanism for the cue ball.
Corner.
Good pot. Surely that black's not going to come back to haunt us. Look at where that cue ball's going. Oh. Can you believe that? Well, that is a bit of luck. I said we hadn't had too much, but that is a bit of luck.
He's attempting to sink this into
Goodness
the
me, that's a lot of luck, in fact. Under hit that one, though, slightly, and this blue's going to be tricky.
What a top pot that was.
9.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I really don't. Not really much way we can play a safety, though, from here.
That's a pretty
Oh,
careless shot.
ah. I said I didn't like it.
9.
Karen's going to win the frame now. That's frustrating.
Just this pot required to...
Yeah, he ain't going to miss the pink.
11.
No need for Dave Hennon to get all excited. That's frustrating. Really is. But Karen Wilson wins the frame. Nothing we can do about it now. We've played that shot. We just have to learn for the future.
Well, no
Well, there you go.
advantage after that last frame.
Karen makes it one each. I think he deserved the frame anyway on balance, but he gave us a few chances. It wasn't flawless.
Player being able to break
But
free.
he does confirm that we will have a second session at least.
Frame. Kyron Wilson.
But disappointing. You know, we could have made some really positive momentum there, and alas we didn't. But again, as I've said, that's the past. All we can impact now is the shots that we play from here on in.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Can't believe we've left that on. Yeah, well.
Really nice.
Just need to make sure we don't lose our head here, because I think we can get into these situations where, you know, we lose a frame and the other player starts to take advantage and we get frustrated, but
I wouldn't say
it's not going to be too much of an opportunity he takes. He was just going to go for the safety. And again,
Kyron Wilson.
an absolutely shocking safety. I've never known the AI play such
Well,
bad
it
safety.
goes. Half a chance.
Oof, that just about dropped in. I thought we might have missed that for a second.
1.
But absolutely shocking safety from Kyron Wilson there.
No real problem here.
Going to the Reds, have we got anything? No. That's frustrating, but again, it's the way it goes. Good opportunity here to get behind the brown and the green. It's a nice target. This looks good, this looks good. Needs to pull up. As I said, it's a bit of an awkward one.
Yup. Nicely done.
We've got it. Good shot.
Neil Robertson.
Said it was a nice target. And he'll open these balls up now. Is he going to leave anything on? He might have just been a lucky boy. Does he leave that to the middle? Does he leave it to the middle? I don't think he does. Let's go to the other side. That might be a bit more indicative of whether we've got this or not. It's close. It's close. Oh, that is close. I just think that red will... I don't quite think it goes. Ah, it's tight. I'm going to err on the side of caution with that one. And obviously that red doesn't pass the blue, so... yeah, it's going to be another safety here from us. Try and get in that target again if we can. Don't quite think this one's got the pace. Needed about 21-22% on that to get that safe.
White tight on the cushion.
totally safe anyway. But he's playing a safety from there. He's trying to get with that brown and green, and he's played a good shot there, but not good enough. Oh, I thought he covered everything there, but how wrong was I? It's going to be disappointed we're leaving this on.
What an excellent pot that
It's
is.
there. We know we need to play that with a bit of power, just to get out of there. We couldn't play with backspin.
1.
We can utilise backspin for this next shot, though.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
Good pot on the blue. This is certainly a chance.
Goes.
Again, not the best chance in the world, but top 16 players rarely hand you golden opportunities. Got to work for your opportunity. That's a better shot, getting off the cushion. That's a good shot, that is. Don't think that, no, the pink doesn't go. Didn't think so. We have got a bit of a spot of bother here in that what does go after this blue? I think it might be safety time then in that case. Yeah. As I said, there wasn't really much chance after the blue. However, that a bit too hard, but it limits his options.
Well, he's a little fortunate there.
Oh,
Not
shouldn't folds.
intending.
I mean, there's over half the balls which we haven't left, so I'm okay with that. But this is becoming a bit of a cagey frame. Interesting choice of shot there from Kyron. Very nearly left something on, but he's okay. Once again, that target behind the
He looks like he's trying
green
to
and brown is very tempting.
cushion here.
We've overhit it this time, if anything. But again, we knew we weren't going to leave too much on, so it's not a problem. Just the one red we've left to play there. Was he potted it? Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know if he intended to go for that or not, but whether he did or not, that is unfortunate that didn't drop, because that was a good shot. I didn't see that. Obviously, I knew there was some sort of angle on it, but I didn't think he'd dare play it. But I am going to chicken out again here. I think it's only right. I don't see that there's any problem with it. But I'll tell you what, if we haven't hit that hard enough... Oh, man.
Foul and a miss.
Bloody hell.
Neil Robertson, 1.
Well,
4. Free ball.
we deserved that.
Right here.
With the way we've played that. That was bloody stupid. Knowing the AI, he'll play on from here. Yeah, he will.
That's a pretty
Surely you can just put your opponent back.
Foul and a miss.
Possibly.
Kyron Wilson, 4.
But yeah, that would have been a great opportunity, I think, if we'd have got the snooker to get some valuable points. But alas, it didn't happen. We made a stupid mistake. We played it too soft. We did that, I think, against Bristol.
He's looking to play safe.
But we got away with it. This, as I say, is a very cagey frame. Very tight. No player wants to give any quarter, which is completely understandable. This doesn't look too bad. This doesn't look too bad. Ho ho! Pick that one out, son. Nice shot.
This is an intriguing.
Yeah, just can see the ones on the cushion, but it limits his options. That's the thing that matters the most. But look at that red that he has brought out. Again, it's an opportunity. The problem is, it's getting an opportunity which is good enough to win the frame.
Shot here.
I don't think this is the sort of frame that someone can win in one visit, but a cracking long pot there.
Out of the top drawer.
We'll get the black on the board, and we'll try and go for this. There's certainly one or two opportunities. The red doesn't pass the pink, that's one problem. So, I'm going to have to get inventive here.
Eight.
That one will go to the middle. Obviously the black will go to the middle.
He's playing this into the right centre pocket.
Yep.
nicely onto the pink.
9.
Nicely onto the pink. Might be a hint there. No. Don't fancy it. Might be the better positional shot, but yeah, I'm okay.
Playing this with a lot
Just
of
looking
power.
to break open these reds. And that's not too bad. We've got a potting opportunity, and that is all that matters. Got to make the most of it, of course. Would have been very kind if the blue was on its spot, but it's not. It's one of the things you have to deal with. Yeah, that shot, positional shot at least, would have been a lot easier if the blue ball was on the spot. Wouldn't have had to hit it anywhere near as hard as that. But the black will go here, at least I think. Yeah, it does. Again, it's always worth a check. Or else you look like a right twit. Yeah, small window for that red, actually.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
Just hope we've got in that window to go for the red. I think we have.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great technique. Superb.
I don't like these shots. I don't know why I say that, because every time I say I don't like these, I don't pot the ball. There you go. Broke the habit of a lifetime. I just wanted to do that for once, just to completely blow that theory out the water that every time we say that we miss. But this is a tricky black. This could undo all of the progress we've made, but I'm going to go for it here.
He's an expert
Fairly
long
confident.
potter, and he's taking
Just want
this
the
on.
pocket to be kind, but that looks good. Oh, wow.
Neil Robertson.
As I've said previously, you're sometimes better being a mile away
What a beauty.
than just off. It did look a bit off, but I was hoping the far jaw would have just clicked the black into the pocket, but alas, it didn't happen, so...
8.
Well, one of those things. I said it could have undone all our hard work, and... Well, foreshadow like none other, that.
Wants to slot this into the middle pocket. Down it goes.
But I think we will still get an opportunity here. You can see that's not the best shot. But that is a pretty decent positional, actually. Can't complain at that too much. Yeah, alright. I might have to change tack here. I think Kyron might well win the frame from here. Might well be 2 frames that we've chucked away here. But, you know, that's the way it is.
20.
Bit unfortunate that that didn't come off. We're putting the red off the cushion, but he uses plan B well.
21.
A plan that, let's be fair, that he was quite lucky to get on that, but still, he did. So he's going to have to be the black or the blue here. Pink's not on.
Centre pocket.
28.
And then the red to the centre pocket. It's that last red that's going to be the hiccup for him. I don't know how he's going to deal with this. So he's going to play the black.
36.
Very clever. Very clever. And he's not going to go for it. What's the thinking behind that? And look at that.
I'm not
That's
sure
the sort of shot we play.
It's a poor result.
That's heartbreaking for Kyron Wilson. But what a very, very, very bizarre shot that was. I don't get that at all. I really don't get that. I thought he'd line that up to pot, and he'd got it. I think he'd got it perfect.
Nice position to take on the yellow.
I think he'd got that lined up to pot, and then misses it like that. That is a very, very bizarre shot. Need to get into a zone here where we can pot the
Pretty
green.
straightforward shot here.
Tricky one. I don't know if we are in that zone.
Well, I think he's lost position here.
8.
Well, they've hinted at it, and I don't think any amount of side is going to put us onto this green. No, it's just unpottable. So, again, it's been a cagey frame throughout, and that's going to continue. That's okay, I don't mind that being there. I did panic a bit when I first hit that. I thought, oh, this isn't going to run far enough, the cue ball isn't. But he's going to take that on. He's a brave man. And he's missed it. Well. Again, he's almost playing like we are. Or would be sometimes. Being a bit impatient.
3.
He's Kyron, because, well, I don't want to tempt fate. I don't want to jinx us. But I think that this should be the frame to us now. But again, he got a decent opportunity there. Just to play a safety, not to go for the pot and go all gung-ho. And he knew the consequences if he missed it. Blue's there. Pink should be next. And then the black.
12.
And we'll retake the lead of the match. Again, a match where...
Pink required.
Yeah, we just need the pink. I was just checking. I wasn't really too bothered about position for the black. But if we needed it, then obviously I would be very bothered about that position. But
18.
again, a little bit annoying that it's a match where we could be 3-0 up, one frame away. But at least we've got the 2 frames we wanted out of this session. That's the main thing.
That's the frame in the bag.
I said at the start that
He's taken a one
the
frame lead.
worst we could do, if you like, here to be satisfied is to end this session 2 each, sorry, and well, we've achieved that with a frame to go. Our ambition now is to put us in a nice position of 3-1 up, but at least we know that we've hit our minimum requirement for this session. But we won't step off the gas pedal. We'll keep going for it. And he's left possibly a sniff at the start of this frame, and we're going to take it on.
He's taking it on.
And it's there.
Good opening red.
You just have a feeling sometimes with these shots, don't you? And a lovely pot that was. So it's a good chance to get a feel for this frame. I don't think we'll win it in one visit. I don't think we're at that level yet, to be quite honest. Again, we've pretty much had to reset after what happened in the Worlds. And I don't quite think we're at the level when we can win frames in one visit yet. Obviously, in certain circumstances, if someone busts all the reds open, then yes, we probably could. But
He's going for it.
I think at the moment we're struggling to make those opportunities for ourselves. We're just about getting through the frames, and
9.
a little bit like football, that the whole Mourinho method, really. You don't have to be at your best to win, but as long as you win when you're not at your best, that's all that matters, if that makes sense. Make the most of every chance you get. It's like a philosophy lesson, this, isn't it? I mean, that stands for life as well as snooker. But yeah, I need to shut up or else I will be giving a philosophy lesson. And nobody wants that.
16.
I mean, we've got TIJ music, TIJ education. Just banging TIJ philosophy in there, even though I know absolutely nothing about philosophy.
This requires a really good strike.
Stroked in beautifully.
Brilliant strike that, wasn't it? Awesome.
21.
This is certainly a chance. Having to use that blue because the black is blocked by the red. Funnily enough, I bet in every frame so far, that bottom colour, because it has been the pink, I think in one frame at least, I bet that bottom colour's been blocked in every frame.
Long pot.
I feel like we've had to use the centre and corner pockets up the table a lot more than usual.
27.
I could be wrong, but if someone's willing to let me know in the comments, then I'd be more than happy to know. Going to play into the reds now. What sort of split are we going to get? A nice one, and I think that black does go. No, it doesn't. That's a kick in the teeth. One of those shots, this, isn't it? If we pot it,
Yes, he's taking
it's pretty much our frame to lose. If we miss, then Kyron's right back in it, but it's dropped.
brilliant.
And pretty much wherever we finished there, we were going to leave a red on, which is great if you're the player that's in, but if we'd have missed that,
31.
would have been a bit of a disaster.
Play this with a lot of power.
Excellent shot.
And those 3 shots we just played there, going into the reds, getting the colour and potting that long red, should be the 3 shots that open up this frame massively for us. Giving us a really good chance.
For the red.
38.
Still frustrating that that black doesn't go, because it just limits our options so much more than we'd like. Yeah, we can avoid that red. I hope we do. Yeah, we do. That's no problem. Wasn't the best shot, though, actually, to line ourselves up for the blue. I'm going to chicken out of this one. I'm going to play the safety. I mean, I say chicken out. I use that very loosely. It's happened again with the whole glitch. Funnily, I hadn't had that in previous matches, and it's happened twice this game. But it's not really much of an issue. The developers are bringing out a hotfix in the next few days. Did find it quite funny that someone was threatening legal action because of that glitch on Twitter, saying that, well, you know, it's not the game that we were sold. It's not as described. Well, you know, at least there's a fix for it. There wasn't any fix when I played how many frames against bloody Mark Selby and had to go back to the start. That's not really a fix, is it? But again, I don't mind little snippets like this, especially when they're trying to improve the game and make an active effort to do so. Yeah, I'm not going to take on the blue, actually. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Why don't I just take on the yellow? Because we've got to be pretty unlucky not to land on the red. And I'll tell you what, we were very nearly snookered there. But as I said, we were going to be pretty unlucky not to land on the red there.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. No problem there.
And to be fair, by playing that, we've actually opened things up quite nicely. If we play this shot well. Again, it's not like with these games that you can play one decent shot and you're away. Got to keep going. But this isn't easy either, to be honest. Give ourselves a bit more angle, and that's exactly what's made that ball go in. If we'd have played that the original, we'd have missed.
48.
I always think, give it the benefit of the doubt. Play it over a bit more. We always play it too short, so, as I said, give ourselves the benefit of the doubt. Play the a little bit more pace. Sorry, not pace, a little bit more angle. And we should be okay. Obviously, sometimes doesn't always work out because we've got the shot wrong. And not just a little wrong, a lot wrong. So it doesn't work out all the time. But we've got a break of 53 going on here. It's a nice break. It would be great to win the frame in one visit just to get that thought out of my mind that we're struggling to do that. Overhit that one slightly, but if we can play the blue and get the next red, it will be the frame won in one visit. And it's natural position, to be honest, from this blue to line up for the next red. Didn't even have to hit it that hard, to be honest. So this red, not easy again, but it's certainly potable from here. This red for the frame.
This is a critical shot here.
And it's there. Great shot.
That should be it.
We'll pop the colour just to make sure of it. That'll leave him 65 back with 51 left on the table. We'll try and split the black for good measure. Try and leave a pot on. And to be fair, we've not done a bad job. Don't think we'll give ourselves much of a chance, but we might as well give it a go. Nah, it's missed, but I don't think it's too much of an issue. He might come back to the table. 66 ahead, 51 on. He might come back, but no, he doesn't. And, well, we're playing well at the moment, aren't we? We move one frame away from the semi-final. I think you can definitely argue that we could be there already with a 4-0 victory. So that's going to be the end of today's episode. We will watch this break off for the 5th frame to see what happens. But in Wednesday's episode, we will play the... God, he's nearly potted the cue ball again. His break-offs have been disastrous today. But yeah, we'll leave it there. But in Wednesday's episode, we'll play the remainder of this match. So it might well be in the 5th frame. We've certainly got a good chance at the start to win it. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep to my promise. I'm not going to play on because I think we get a bit too hung up on the idea that we've got to finish it off. But yeah, in Wednesday's episode, we'll play the remaining frames. And I will see you then for the next episode. So if you enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like down below. Comment your thoughts, of course. And subscribe. Regular Snooker 19 content on a Monday, Wednesday and a Saturday. All at 6 PM. Thank you for watching. I've been TIJ Gamer. Until the next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye for now.